My name is David Goodman. I am a hunger relief worker and the CEO at the Redwood Empire Food Bank here in Sonoma County. Every day in Sonoma County and the other communities that we serve, people wake up, they're hungry, we can help them, and we do. However, it's surprisingly complicated what we do and how we do it.
My name is Allison Smith, and I'm the Director of Operations and Supply Chain here at the Redwood Empire Food Bank. My scope of responsibility is all things food and facility, from food acquisition to food storage to inventory movement within the building and loading onto trucks and getting it out to our distribution sites. I wake up thinking about where we're going to get all of our food. It is a quest that everyone on my team has, is to make sure that we have enough food to feed the community.
My name is Erica Carstensen, and I'm the Supply Chain Manager for the Redwood Empire Food Bank, and I'm a part of a team of 27 people that it takes to run the warehouse. We are responsible for receiving, so all of the trucks that come every day with all the different types of food. We're responsible for building the orders, creating all the different orders, making sure the food is of the perfect quality.
Once a donor has reached out for a food donation, I'll schedule a pickup appointment, get the food picked up and then brought back to the food bank where it's then distributed out to the community.
Everybody in Sonoma County has at least one tree in their backyard, and usually that one tree gives more than that family in that home can eat. So there's always excess, and we want to make sure that that excess does not go to waste when we know people are facing food insecurity.
In order to enroll families into our programs, we have what we call W5, which stands for the who, what, where, when, and why of the people that we serve and the provision that we offer. And the point of that is really to welcome somebody, understand just a little bit about their family, how many people they have in their household, where they live, what region they're in, and how far they're traveling to get groceries. And that allows us to better understand what their needs are.
A lot of the times participants don't know who we are and what we do. So my job is to make sure that they know, at the end of our conversation, they know where they can go get food and how they can access our services.
My name is Jessica Hernandez. I'm a hunger relief worker here at the Redwood Empire Food Bank and also our Neighborhood Hunger Network manager. I work with our Groceries to Go program that is our largest network across Sonoma, Lake, and Mendocino County. It's our direct service of the REFB that provides a lot of government commodities, also supplemented with REFB produce, shelf-stable products that are donated, and bread or any seasonal produce that we may provide.
Whether it be grains, whether it be juices, whether it be canned protein, our seniors on our Senior Security Initiative will receive an additional 30 pounds of shelf-stable food that they will have every month in addition to their Groceries to Go.
Our Every Child Every Day initiative strives to end hunger for all kids 18 and younger through meal programs where kids can come and sit and enjoy a meal, as well as through grocery programs where we pop up and offer a variety of groceries for families to pick up when they're picking up their kids after school or at a good time in the day. Those programs are After School Cafe and Summer Lunch, as well as Preschool Pantry and School Pantry.
My name is Kim Caffrey, and I'm the Partner Development Manager here at Redwood Empire Food Bank. I work with about 150 or 60 partners that work to help us distribute food to people in need. They range from faith-based pantries to after-school daycare programs to rehabilitation or residential homes.
Partnering with Redwood Empire has been a great benefit to us because they provide high-quality food at low prices. And when we started, we were serving about 35 families at each pantry, and now we are up to over 120 families at each pantry.
I'm Ken Jones, and I live in Forestville. I run the food closet at the Forestville United Methodist Church. So the second and fourth Wednesday of the month, we distribute food to approximately 45 families. And as a former teacher, I even have seen a number of my former students that have gone through that have been on hard times, and they've really needed the food that was provided at our food bank.
With all of that, we have about 300 distributions a month, and we also partner with 150 organizations to also provide food assistance to the community. So it might look different depending on where you are. It could be a drive-through food distribution, it could be a walk-up, or a combination of the two. So it really just depends on the community that we serve and how they're coming to access our services.
My name is Lisa Cannon, and I'm the Director of Development here at the Redwood Empire Food Bank. And what development means is that we oversee fundraising, volunteering, and marketing. People often think that this is the fun part of the nonprofit world. While it may be fun, it's also very serious. We depend on our donors' support to feed the community by the thousands.
We try to find organizations that line up in terms of values, funders who are interested in funding food security or assisting families with children, for example. And we send out an application to these grantors. They review it, they approve it, and they become part of our family.
When I started looking into what the food bank does, I realized that the values that the food bank has aligns very closely with what we have at our company at Earthtone Construction. Our purpose is to help people build a better future, and we have values around that. And boy, I just saw that at the food bank, the way the people were treated, not just the employees, but the food recipients, everything is done with such dignity. And if that can be at the most basic, simple level of feeding hungry people, I love that.
I came to the Redwood Empire Food Bank through my company, the Vintage Wine Estates organization, and I have been so excited by the work that we continue to do, by the amount of people we continue to serve, and how we're making an impact in our community.
One of the most rewarding things about being a communications manager at the Redwood Empire Food Bank is how incredibly responsive our community is when we put out a call for help.
At the Redwood Empire Food Bank, we have something we call a perfect serving. What it takes to have a perfect serving are 4 elements. One is that we need financial donations. Because we need to fuel our trucks, we need to cool our food, we need to pay our dedicated staff, we need to pay insurance, just like any type of organization and any type of business. We also need food donations because we are the Redwood Empire Food Bank, and without food, we are entirely irrelevant. We also need members of our community to contact our legislators and advocate for effective public policy that will help the people we serve. And finally, we need volunteers, because without volunteers, we can't get the food out.
My name is Jorge Delgado. I am the volunteer coordinator for the Redwood Empire Food Bank. I am in charge of getting volunteers to go to our distribution so that we can distribute the food to the people and our neighbors in need.
Volunteers get it all done. They're amazing people that come and really just want to get the job done and want to help out the community.
My name is Jody Larocca. I'm a volunteer at Redwood Empire Food Bank. When I first started, I volunteered in the warehouse, bagging vegetables, onions, potatoes. You know, I've never had, at the end of a shift, anybody not say thank you.
My name is Jim Ressler, and I've been with the Redwood Empire Food Bank, about 20 years actually.
I'm Jerry Wall. I owe my longevity to Jim here. I retired in 2009 and I volunteered here, and he says, Jerry, I have an opportunity for you. He put me on the bread truck, and after that, it's just been a roll.
My name is Don, and I am the chef in the Kitchen Collective at the Redwood Empire Food Bank. We assemble on-the-spot nutrition meals. We take food that's been donated from farms, from manufacturing, from warehouses, big quantity of foods that are hard to distribute to individuals, and we make meals from that.
Over 90% of our donors give less than $5,000 a year. So if everyone assumed that we would find our money elsewhere and they could stop giving, we would have no money left and people would go hungry. We wouldn't be able to do what we do.
In addition to the food that we make available through our provision of help, included in that bag you will always find hope, pride, and dignity.